Right now, there is an active zero-day threat targeting the central command structure of enterprise networks, the Cisco Secure Firewall Management Center, or FMC. The vulnerability is formally designated as CVE 2026-20316. The flaw is a static, hard-coded password baked directly into the system's software during development. Threat actors are actively exploiting this in the wild to breach enterprise networks. Cisco's Product Security Incident Response Team confirmed the active exploitation in a July 29, 2026 advisory. That same day, CISA added the flaw to its known exploited vulnerabilities catalog. Recognizing the immediate danger, CISA issued an emergency mandate giving U.S. federal civilian agencies until August 1, 2026, a window of just 3 days to secure their systems. Traditional edge defenses fail when the central management plane contains an unauthenticated backdoor. An attacker inside the management center bypasses the firewall entirely. We are pausing the technical feed for a mandatory comms check. To maintain a real-time security intelligence link, subscribe to the channel at Cybertech79 and enable your notifications. Hitting the like button serves as your formal acknowledgement that you have received this critical briefing. We operate under the principle of Coordinated Vulnerability Disclosure, or CVD. The objective of this briefing is to force immediate network triage and patching across vulnerable organizations before further infrastructure falls. In the face of active exploitation, the rapid public dissemination of technical triage protocols is the only effective defense against threat actors hoarding zero-day knowledge. This system architecture map illustrates the breach. The hard-coded password provides an attacker with remote, unauthenticated access to the FMC appliance directly over the network. That initial connection grants access to a low-privileged account on the management center, exposing sensitive configuration data and network telemetry. On paper, this flaw carries a CVSS base score of 5.3 out of 10, categorizing it mathematically as a medium severity issue. However, Cisco elevated their own real-world severity rating for this flaw to high. They upgraded the rating because of attack chaining. Threat actors use this low-privileged node as a launchpad, combining it with separate FMC vulnerabilities. This combination allows an attacker to achieve full local privilege escalation, gaining root control over the central management plane. Isolated vulnerability scores are highly misleading. In the wild, attackers routinely chain medium-severity flaws together to execute critical network breaches. Your immediate operational response requires a strict inventory of all firewall deployment environments. This data matrix highlights your primary target. The vulnerability resides specifically within on-premises Cisco Secure FMC software installations. Local configurations do not matter here. If you run the on-premises software, your appliance is exposed. We can rule out cloud and alternative management architectures. Cloud-delivered FMC, Firewall Device Manager, and Security Cloud Control are confirmed unaffected. A critical patching error is targeting the endpoint firewalls instead of the management center itself. Secure Firewall ASA and FTD endpoint software are inherently safe from this specific CVE. Misidentifying the vulnerable asset layer wastes the extremely tight remediation window CISA mandated, leaving the actual attack vector completely open. To hunt for active threat actors, analysts must connect directly to the FMC appliance using SSH or the local console. Standard user access is insufficient. You must escalate your session into expert mode within the command line interface. Run a concatenate command on your messages log and grep for license. You are looking for a highly specific indicator of compromise, a script execution with an explicit reference to var/tmp/license.tmp. This confirms unauthorized access. Finding this string confirms an unauthorized login attempt. However, the absence of this string does not prove the appliance is safe. Before you reboot the system or apply any patches, preserve all syslog, authentication data, and network connection telemetry. Forensic indicators for zero-day exploits are often incomplete. A negative search result is not an all clear, and rigorous defense requires assuming a breach occurred until the patch is verified. The immediate containment step is to sever the FMC management interface from all direct public internet exposure. You must lock down the interface using access control lists, restricting management traffic exclusively to trusted internal jump boxes. Network isolation is a temporary containment measure. It does not delete the embedded static credential from the underlying software. There are no software workarounds available for this vulnerability. Applying the official Cisco hotfix is mandatory. Source these patches exclusively from the official Cisco Software Center. Do not trust unofficial mirrors that could host compromised packages. This matrix details the patch deployment requirements. Engineers must match the exact .sh.rel.tar hotfix file to their specific deployed major release, covering versions 7.0 through 10.0. Network containment stops external actors from scanning the appliance. Only the precise vendor hotfix surgically removes the backdoor logic they exploit. If your forensic hunt uncovers the license.tmp log entry or other suspicious access patterns, escalate the incident immediately to Cisco TAC. Deploying the hotfix stops future unauthorized logins. It does not invalidate any secrets an attacker may have already extracted. As this flowchart shows, a patched FMC requires immediate downstream action. You must rotate all user credentials, revoke API keys, and reissue security certificates managed by the appliance. You must also audit your downstream firepower threat defense endpoints for unauthorized policy adjustments or rogue VPN integrations. Withholding critical vulnerability data only benefits the adversaries already exploiting it. We release these protocols to level the playing field for network defenders. Stay secure. True remediation of a central management breach goes beyond patching code. It requires actively resetting trust across your entire downstream network.